All right, Michael's gonna set up our water. So we've got fresh water going into the RV.
We just wanted to show a few of the things. We had people ask us for tips. So we're gonna show you over a series of different things that we like to use. Now there's a lot of opinions out there, and RVers they like how they do things just like everybody else. So this is just something to consider. See if this is how you would want your setup to be. I usually keep all of our stuff in a bucket, and here are some things that you'd want to consider having when you start RVing. And some of these things we didn't have even though we had a motorhome, huh, Marissa?
Yeah.
So we had a motorhome for more than a year before we bought this. You want to have a pressure regulator. These can be found at big box stores, hardware stores. You can find them at Camping World and other camp stores. It'll just make sure that there's not too much pressure going in. That'll burst your water lines. So in my opinion, that's a must-have. Not that we wish we had. We've got an RV water filter. We do all our drink water through a Berkey filter inside, but this filters everything before it even gets to that, for when we're brushing our teeth and things like that. Obviously you don't have to have a water filter. I would say this is probably about $18 and it lasts three months. This hose is just nice because it makes it a little bit more flexible. You'll see that. And then you want to have, in our opinion, a V here, and I'll show you what we use that for. I also really like having a flex hose that's small, not really heavy duty. You're not going to use it that much if you use it like we do. And then a spray nozzle that goes with it, just in case you need that. The V is nice because when we hook up our water, and this one might be like the first one that's so low that we can't use all of this stuff, we'll see.
That is low to the ground, isn't it?
Like to hook up the water. This V, it does make it so it'll work because we have
an angle.
So it doesn't really matter, I don't think, how you put whether you put the pressure release on first, because I don't think you're going to hurt your filter. We've never had any problems with that. We have had filters get plugged up when we were in dirty places. So that's on there, and then the nice thing is you can set this on here, and this is you can use in case you need to spray off shoes that are dirty. If you need to
sandy beach stuff.
Beach stuff.
Muddy feet. We can wash the dogs.
Depending on your RV, you also will sometimes need a hose that plugs in to flush out your sewer. So right here we have two intakes that you can use. One intake is just for our normal water. The other intake, this one, you plug it in when you're emptying your black water, and that sprays out the tank and kind of cleans it out a little bit for you. I do that every time we pick up and go. And we move every
5 to 7 days.
Probably. These will start to leak every once in a while, and I found the easiest way to fix that, it's just usually a washer needs to be replaced. So I always carry rubber washers in our toolbox, because I replace those every couple months probably on the different ends. I'm just talking about this black thing, right? Those will wear out pretty easily.
So the water going into the RV will go from there, through the filter, through the pressure regulator, through the white hose.
Into the hose, and then it goes straight into our lines. We're not filling the tank right now, we're just it's really
running.
Hot here, by the way.
What's that?
It's really hot here.
It is hot and humid. So then we're turning it on.
Just turn it on, check for leaks. There's no leaks. I'm set to city water, so we're good there. The nice thing is that going underneath here, most of your fifth wheels or RVs are going to have a setup like that where you can shut your door if it's not on your exterior. And then just to show you this hose, you can see how small it is. It just kind of stays out of the way. It doesn't bother your neighbors. But if we turn on the water, it gets long enough that I can get clear to the other side, because we have a flush tank on the other side of our fifth wheel for the sewer. So this is pretty long. I think it's 50 feet maybe. Works pretty good. And then when I'm not using it, I just turn it off and let it out.
We did bust to one of these hoses because we left the water on. So I don't think it's meant to have pressure in it all the time. So just be aware of that.
And then, like I said, here's your
Nozzle in case you need it.
So we just leave that, close up the bucket, put it back, and we're set up for our water now.
We got water, people.